All right, hey everybody, how you guys all doing out there today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, and I've been watching one of my charts really closely. Well, first of all, take a look at Litecoin over here. Like eek a mouse, there is an absolutely insane. Look at that, hit the TD9 no on the button right there. This is actually a would be considered a historic resistance point. That is a pretty ugly candle to throw in on the 12-hour right there. That's pretty brutalish candle to throw in right there on that 12-hour. Be really careful. You guys know how Litecoin loves to lead the way here. And the first thing I peeked up at this Litecoin chart, and God, one thing I hate is I hate that you can't short Litecoin on MEX. But this is a brutal candle right here that we just posted up. I mean, as shooting starish gets right there. That is like as shooting starish as it gets. Wow, right? That is an ugly candle, right? So that is a really ugly candle right there. But what I want to steer your attention over to is this chart right here over yonder. So what I've got is I have this chart, and it shows you basically how historically the bulls support a range, the bears support a range when you fall down into this range right here. So look, anything below us, when you get below this bull support range, look, anything pretty much from sub-zero up to this 33 range right here, anything that gets down in here, you see how this trend was down here. It was actually sub 60. So from 60 to sub-zero is bearish. And then look, take a look at this on the top side. If you hold the top side, this is all bullish. So everything pretty much from 20 up is very bullish, and you hold this bullish range right here. And I would actually really say that anything above 33 for the blue line, so 33 for your blue line, this is all broken down right here in this little ledger right here, but anything 33 and above for the blue indicator, like right there's your blue indicator. Your blue indicator is your price action, right? And this is the number one warning I'm going to tell all of you. Never be afraid at the top, never be afraid at the bottom. You better be afraid when you're in the middle, right? The middle is the issue, right? The middle is where the danger zone is. Look, if you fall from the top area up here, meh, right? I mean, that's just not where the falls happen. They don't happen up here up high. They fall down here low. So look, take a look at this. See where this started right here? You know, chuggy. Look, the blue indicator's way up high here. Right, you're chugging along, you're like, yeah, this is nothing. All the bulls are like celebrating that this is the bottom is in and we're going to 20K, right? And then, it starts to dip a little, but take a look. This blue indicator doesn't get down until way deep right here. It gets practically right here. It gets right here. And then the bottom just falls out of the whole market in this little move. And it's when you break that 33 to 35 range on this indicator with this blue indicator that this gets really ugly. That's why I don't like when you see this indicator get down here that close to the bearish trend line, right? You are that close to the bearish trend area right there. Right, let me bring this up a little bit. Like this baby is just sitting right above it. So I am a little bit worried right now that if this does break, you will see a pretty heavy dump, right? And we do have a confirmation of that also on a couple of our other charts, right? So you've got to be really aware of just what is all possible right here. Now you guys all know we've been watching this short call on the 3-day. This short call on the 3-day has been absolutely money, right? Long call win, short call win, long call win. You would have got out of your long call trade here with the short call trade. You would have got into your long call trade here. You would have into a short call trade here. Listen, if you play against the long scalper right here, you are asking for a ass whooping. You're asking for an ass whooping. He who playeth against the scalper, the 3-day scalper, getteth thy ass handed to him, right? And not just in a basket, but in small pieces, right? Signed, sealed, delivered, right? The only thing I was really hoping to see right here was this little kickback up. I was actually hoping to see that we would get this little kickback up right here as a possibility simply because of the TD system, right? So I'm going to break this down. I'm going to go over and nope, that doesn't help me. There's the monthly. There's that monthly bear cross. Listen, there is the monthly bear cross. So you're playing against, you've got two cards stacked against you right now. You've got two cards stacked against you right this very moment. Okay, one card is you've got the short call on the 3-day scalper. Okay, so you got the short call on the 3-day scalper. There is card number one. Okay, look, now this is on a TD8, right? So this is really important because last time we did post up this TD8, we had this little bitty run right here. Look, there it is, right? The TD8, you had a little pokey above. All the bears thought this thing was going to go to 13,000. We got the short call though. Vamp shorted the shit out of this. I mean, this was a good day for Vamp right here. Vamp I made a bunch of money that day. I believe this is where I shorted ETH and made a ton of money. You just scroll back through my Twitter and you'll see it was a really nice day for me. Longed this up, shorted. Now I didn't get into this long trade until up here. Longed this up, shorted that to the ground, right? But I'll tell you what, you do have this very similar situation to where you posted up this green 8 right here. You did get a green 8. Now, throwing in this spinning doji, take a look at that on the 3-day. Boom. Tapped right on the 30 MA, right? Just right on top of the 30 MA. And you're just hugging the nuts. You're hugging the absolute nuts of the 7 MA right there. Now let's take a look at the 2-day. Oh my goodness, look at this. You tap the 30 MA, right? You tap the 30 MA. You're under the 7 MA now. Look, perfect on the 30. Look at all that beautiful support right there. Tapped it. Bounced right off it. Great. Love how the moving averages. Now, this is the funny part. Everybody can clearly see, oh, look, you bopped off a moving average here, and that held, right? You go over here, right, to the 3-day. Oh, look, I bopped off a moving average. Look, I bopped off a moving average. Moving average. Oh, my God, moving average. Moving average. You can see. But when it comes to common sense and you say, oh, hey, everybody believes in the moving averages, but look at this bear cross on the monthly. No one believes in the bear cross on the monthly. I just want you to go and remember, folks, that when you go and you come all the way back over here and you go to the weekly, and I warned you, oh my God, I made so much money on this bear cross right there. There's the 30-50 bear cross right there. Dude, I stuck it in so deep on this bad boy. Right? I stuck it in so deep on this right here. Oh, I broke it off. It was fat. It was juicy. It was beautiful. I played this bear cross to the ground. It was glorious, right? I mean, this is a bear cross. This is real deal. Look, here is a 7 and 30 bear cross. Bam! Slapped the living shit out of this on the weekly candle. You know, what's a $3,000 drop between friends? You know, it's nothing. It's more like a 2,000 point drop, 2,400 point drop. Yeah. It's nothing, right? So here, bear cross, bear cross, bear cross, right? And now you go over to the monthly. Listen, the higher the time frame, the bigger the bear cross, the more dangerous it is, right? This is a weekly bear cross here. These are always ugly bear crosses, right? And if you go back over, here we are on our monthly. There's our monthly cross. This shit, dude, this literally happens like rarely, right? Last time we had this bearish cross was right here, 2015. Now, yes, this was the end of the bear market. And yes, take a look at this, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, right? But if you go back and you look, this 50 on the BLX, this 50 was hit. You hit this 50 MA on this before you eventually got out of that. So right now, in order to hit that 50 MA, to say, oh, bullish, oh, we hit the bottom and it's going up and this is such a beautiful thing and the most amazing trader in the whole wide world. Well, guess what? You got to come all the way down here to 3166, right? And if it gets down here to 3166, you know, it's going to be pretty ugly if it gets down here to 3166 because you're going to have to go through the 200 MA on the weekly chart to get to it. right? Next month, you're going to be at 32.35. The following month, you're going to be at 33.31. So when we got out of the bear market back in 2015, look at this. There it is. We hit that. We hit it here. We hit it here. And oh my God, we've never hit it, right? So I want to see this hit. You want to make me a bull? You really want to make me a bull? Bounce off this thing, go back up over the 7 moving average, right? The 7MA is your top side. Here, let's go back here. Look, got to the 7MA, crossed over the 7MA. As soon as you crossed over the 7MA, beautiful, right? Acted as support, tried to pull through it. Opened and closed one candle below it, and then that was it. It was off. Couldn't break that 50 MA. Couldn't break that heavy 50. That 50 was like kryptonite to the price action. Couldn't break it, and it was a beautiful pull right out of it. Right now, we're on the same path here, and we are looking. I would like to hit the 50. You want to impress me. You want to make me a bull. You want to show me that this shit is really real, right? Then you come down here and hit the 50 MA. A lot of people are bullish. This is going up to 6,000. You are all going to get your ass fucking grilled, right? You're going to get your asses fucking grilled. Be very careful. 4,200 is a beast zone. An absolute beast zone. You just had a bear cross, right? That's one strike on you. You had the short call on the scalper. That's 2 strikes on you. Okay, now you're over here and you're looking, and this is so close. So close. If this breaks this 33 right here, if we can break the 33 right here, this will get really, really wicked. And yes, you guys all know I shorted the fucking top up here. My trades are on Twitter. You can go see them. I made 1.3 BTC. 1.3 BTC short in the top of this. Called it absolutely perfect. Called it on my Twitter. I said, look out! Die, bitch! And she fucking died. And I made 1 point. There's a 4,200 day for me of trading. One trade, right? But I'm telling you all right now, don't be afraid of the top. Don't be afraid of the bottom. Be afraid of being in the center, okay? Please, please be afraid of being in the center, right? Yeah, you can bounce back up here. I still have fucking targets. I still wanted to fill this freaking gap. I have shorts loaded all the way up here. I want to fill this damn gap right here. I do. I want to fill this gap right here, then go down. I love to fill these gaps. You have this gap on the weekly. You have this gap on the 12-hour. I want to see this gap fall before we fall down to the bottom. That's still my target, right? Let's cruise along here. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Let's see what we got here. Right? There's your movie. This is your regular standard MACD. Okay, so this is your standard MACD right here. You have rolled over bearish. Your histogram is still a little on the positive side, so that's actually not bad. That's a pretty decent histogram right there, right? Trying to come back up. Okay. Taking a look. This is this. Okay, so if you all remember, we talk about when the dump to baby bull Jesus was, right? And if you look back over here, we got all the way up here, and this bad boy rolled over right here. This was the fall. This was baby bull Jesus right here. If this rolls over, look at how far this thing is run. This thing is run a long way. You've had one little chicken run, right? There it is, chicken. Then you get this little head right here, this little fake out, right? I mean, yeah. We've had one little fake out, 2 little fake outs. I mean, are we going to get one more little fake out? I'll tell you what, you have put in a higher high on your indicator, right, with a lower price action. So you have a higher high with a lower price action. That, my friends, is a bearish indicator, another bearish indicator. Y'all need to listen, okay, because that there is dangerous. Right? That there is dangerous. Okay? So just be careful. I'm here. I'm warning you. I just want you all to be very, very careful because these are just some really ugly signs right here. Right, and I know a lot of people are looking at this thinking this thing because that monthly candle. I'm telling you right now, all those people staring at that monthly candle thinking that monthly candle is bullish, you guys are absolutely out of your fucking minds, right? So here, look, right there, right there. Oh my God, this is a bullish engulfing candle. It's going to be amazing. Oh my God, I'm going to be so rich. It's going to the moon. Blah, right? Destroyed. Oh my God, it's a bullish engulfing candle. This is a bullish engulfing candle. It's so amazing. We're going to the moon, right? You know what? Okay. You know, let's see it happen. Remember this bullish engulfing candle, right? When was that? July. When was that? July. Let's take a look at that. July. What was the price top on that? The price top was 8,500, right? There's that candle. Remember that, baby. Remember that. Remember where it's at. All right, let's go back on the weekly here, right? Oh my God. No way. The 30-50 bear cross. Be still, my beating heart, right? Listen. When this baby crossed, this was fucking uglier than shit. Okay? I'm warning you. Look, we had this bearish cross. Oh my God, it's going to the moon. We're going to 5,000. All of you fucking bulls out there, everybody and their mom saying, we're going to 5,000. We're going to 5,000. We're going to 6,000. Dude, I can't tell you how many bulls I saw there, right? Saying, we're going to 5, we're going to 6,000. This is it. Everybody and their mother celebrating, doing the little kumbaya, stroking each other off, doing the circle jerk, all the bulls in a little circle, and they're all stroking each other off to get that extra little gizju of hopium, right, to squirt in each other's mouth. And then here, look, the bearish cross, and then slapped down like a bunch of pimp bitches, right? I mean, this is the pimp, these are the bitches, and they all got slapped down. How many people got destroyed in that candle? All that hopium, all wrecked, right, just by one bearish cross. You guys listen, you gots to believe me, right? You gots to believe me, right? You gots to believe me. Bearish crosses is real shiznit, okay? Bearish crosses is real shiznit. You got to be really careful with these damn bear crosses, all right? All right, so let's go back. Where were we? Oh, yeah, okay. So here we are. Once again, a little bit of consolidation here by the RSI. We're in. This is kind of looking like a little kind of a really freaky pattern right here on the RSI. But once again, let's be careful with that. Still in the bearish posture. The multiple Meyer chart, remember last time when this baby really fell out, there's where you fell out from. You tack the mean line right there. Take a look, you tack the mean line right there. It is trying... Look at that, trying to get back up over the mean line. Under the mean line is no bueno, right? When you're underneath that mean line, you're more of on the bearish side. When you're on top of the mean line, you want to be on top of this mean line. It's all bullish. Being on the bottom of the mean line is not good at all, right? But you're trying to make that last little creep up over the mean line. That's actually not a bad sign right there, trying to creep up over the mean line. That's not a bad sign. I got to give it to you. That's actually a pretty good bull sign right there. Here's our 2-day and 3-day, our TDI. This is our TDI chart. Neutral, you got a neutral signal right here. This is not bearish, but that's neutral. You got a neutral signal on the 3-day, so that's good. I also have that chart right over here. I have it on the 12-hour and the 1-day. Where it is? There it is right there. Here's the 12-hour. Neutral. And the one, oh, sorry, that's on the 2-day right there. And we're going to take a peek real quick at the 1-day. That's actually neutral to bearish, neutral to bullish. Now, I want to show you guys a quick thing. The last time we did this straight across move right here. See this little straight across move? Right? Nice little funky straight across move. Right? And this is the last time. Now, look at that, just absolutely straight. Straight. There's the bull gap. I want to fill that bull gap, 39.35. I want to fill the bull gap. I'm going to say it one more time, 39.35. I want to fill the bull gap, 39.35. Just so everybody doesn't say, I didn't say, I want to fill the bull gap because I do have shorts placed at that level. But take a look at this move, this sideways movement right here, okay? When's the last time we had that sideways movement? There it is right there. Does everybody agree? Do you agree that this is sideways movement almost exactly indicative of this? Yes or no? Yes or no? right? Got to be careful, guys, right? You get this sideways movement. It's usually followed by a dump. Sideways movement followed by a dump, right? We got to be very careful with this sideways movement. There is usually a really strong move that follows that. And yes, this can go up. Yes, it can go up. It's possible. Sideways and up, right? Sideways, if you go up, there's your mean line. Now, this would be absolutely perfect if this went up and hit the mean line, because it would take us right up. It would fill our bear gap, our bull gap, and then we would crash back down, right? We're trapped intermittently, right? And then let me show you. Here's my weekly. There's that bull gap on the weekly. You rarely get these bull gaps on the weekly. And they actually don't fill a lot, which is really weird on the weekly. I don't understand how that works. But like a lot of these don't fill. Super weird. Like I like it when they say they filled. Right? So it says, look, bear gap, target hit. Bear gap, target hit. Bull gap, target hit. Right? There's it is. Look, we got it on the daily. We've got it on we've got this bull gap on so many timelines. I really want to see this baby get filled. Okay, there's your Gaussian trend line, right? And I show this very clearly on this chart. I have all the Gaussian trend lines all laid out where they're at. That's what these resistances are. These are actually Gaussian trend line resistances and moving average resistances. And you have your gap I want to fill. There's our gap we want to fill at 39.35 right there. Okay? So once again, I still think we are in a not a good place. And I'm warning you guys, just please, all I'm asking is please, 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 please be careful right here. Okay? Just be very careful playing this target right here if you're longing and or shorting, because one of the things I would be looking for right now is a fake out to the upside over the next 3 days, right? Just like we did back in when we fell out last time and got the short call right here, right? You look to get that little fake head jerk right there. And then you'll go ahead and after a little fake head nod, right? Let me reset this chart because I actually got new information on this chart. Right, and boom, there it is. All right, I want to post up. So I did add one more new trend line to this chart right here. Okay, so I added one more new trend line. It's right, it is actually this light blue one right here. So this light blue one has not been hit, and it's sitting at 41.51 right now. So that baby's sitting at 41.51. It's going to keep moving down. It's just going to keep trending down lower and lower and lower. But, you know, you did get a peak up. This usually gives you a second lower peak up. First head peak up, second lower fake dump, right? First head peak up, second lower peak up, fake dump, right? First head up, second head up, lower, dump. So I'm watching this to possibly play out one more time right here. All right, I'm watching this to play out one more time right here. We'll see how that plays out. It should all take place over the next 3 days. Here's your daily ADX chart. This is a bearish posture when the blue bear line is pointed down. Your bull line is pointed up. That is a little bullet. That is actually bearish. So you're trending bearish right here on the daily ADX. You're still in neutral until one of either. So right now, technically you're bullish because your bull line is on the bottom. Your bull line is on the bottom, so you're actually still bullish until the blue line is below the histogram line and the bear line. You are still bullish, right? There's the weekly. Got to keep an eye on that weekly. It is trying to roll over on us. That is our ADX chart. The other thing we're talking about is this is making a head and shoulders pattern. If we were to make that little head and shoulders pattern right here, right, we're coming down to a little support. That orange line is the support line. Get a little pump up, right, and then get that knocked down. That would take us up. That would fill our gap, right? We'd be able to go up, fill our gap, and then drop down. That would give me my perfect head and shoulders play out, okay? That's my head and shoulders play out. Still looking like it's possible. I like it. Here's our, all right, we talked about this, whether a move is real or not. No trend change, right? This has got to jump up. This actually has to move in order to confirm a trend change like this did. This was a real move, right? So we're still, our poop chart's still looking good. Longs to shorts. Whew, wow, why does everybody keep dumping? Why does everybody keep dumping? This is what's crazy. Everybody keeps dumping. Very interesting right there. Very interesting. I don't understand that, right? Still postured bearish on your Stoke, so you are on the low level on your Stoke. This trend line has actually done a pretty good job of working as support, so even another fall down, you're still really low. Now remember, people's, right? Look, here was your fall. This was your big fall. Remember? I'm sure everybody remembers this day right here. I remember waking up and making a bunch of money this day, right? Because I shorted from the top. Like, you only had to fall a little bit of a ways. Little bit, just a little baby fall, right? Little baby falls to get all the way down there. You are posted bearish, right? It's another bearish sign. Let's move along. Let's take a look at what we got here. So, supports and resistances. Oh, nice. Take a look at that. There's our 3-day. We did bounce off our mean line, which is great. We poked outside our bear, so we went outside the top of our line. On our 3-day, we're outside the top of the Bollinger Band. We are now back inside of the Bollinger Band right here. Remember, it likes to poke out. Then it likes to go top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom. That's very nice. Look, same thing. Oh, very nice. Wow. Take a look at that. Look at that right there. Just nice. Right? Very nice. So there you go. So check that out. Riding that mean line. We just bounced right off that mean line. Look, we've tested it once. That was our second test of the mean line right there. Second test. Like, look at it does. You know, test, 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 test. That was bullish. Test, test, tested, got rejected, tested, got rejected, right? Very nice. Now, here's the thing. We've been outside the top side once, twice, 3 times, right? Once, twice, 3 times. Okay, your turn, bulls. Once, twice, 3 times, right? Okay, bears. Haven't found this. Low side, 34.57. Recognize that. Remember that. That number is important, right? That number is very important. There's your 3-day, 3,700 right there. I've already got that all laid out. I've got most of these all laid out on that other chart. I do want to take a look at the 2-day. 2-day, we have not tested the lower Bollinger Band. Let's check out our weekly. Oh, God, we're nowhere near. Top side of the Bollinger Band, all the way up there, 4,300, 4,320. Bottom side of the Bollinger Band. Way 2,000. And guess where I have orders placed? One more time. Guess where I have orders placed? Right? Yes, I do have orders placed down there. Right? Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, okay. Actually, I want to go back to the Bollinger Band chart. Take this back to the 3-day. I'm going to take this back to the 12. First the daily, then the 12-hour. Oh, nice. Look, now we're on the bearish side of the 12-hour. So the 12-hour, look at how bullish the 12-hour was. One, run, and then another run. So we tapped the first. Now this is not tight. This is still a nice loose Bollinger Band here. This is good because there's not a lot of pressure for an explosive move right there. Yeah, 5,200 is not going to freaking happen unless we get ETFs and or backed. You give me backed or ETFs, and I will be bullish all day, every day until we do hit some kind of a 6K or something like that. I would like to have now all the back stuff. Everything got postponed and moved out until till when? November, October, November. Yeah, until that happens, I'm not seeing it. My charts are not changing. I'm still staying the same. If we do fall off a cliff right here, my lower target would be 4,300-ish. I would say 4,300-ish would be my target, right? Oh, we also have a trend line. Where's our trend line? Our lower trend line, 34. Yeah, there's that 3,400 on the trend line right there. So 3,400. Let's just pull that. We're going to throw that up here on this chart right here. right? And a real, oh, come on. Why do you do this? A real dump support would be found at 3450-ish. All right, we'll do this. Dook. Dook. Okay, so real dump support would be 3450-ish. I am not changing my charts. My charts are staying exactly the same. Okay. No, I already did. I said no. 5200 is not possible. It's not possible. 5200 is not possible right now without ETFs or backed. Right? Not going to happen. 4200 is like a freaking wall. 4200 is like a solid wall of defense right now. So you got to get over that 4200. That's the problem. 4200 is just like a super heavy duty wall. Okay, there we go. Looking at our Gauss lines. We already looked at all our Gauss lines. We already have all those picked out. Yep, that's it. All right. So here's what I recommend. I still would like to see a pump to fill. So I'll write this. I want to see a run to fill the bull gap at 39.35 first, then the dump. Okay, there that is. There that is. And that's it. I'm done. All right. Thank all you guys so much. Really appreciate y'all being here. That is my warning. Just watch out. We have got a lot of bearish signs. Once again, chart is not changing. Fill my bull gap, please, and then take us to the bottom. All right. I am the Vamp. I am from Trading Associates. I want to say thank you to everybody out there. I am out.